Alright, so it's the beginning of July here down the southern part of Haldeman, and we're working closely with a lot of our IP bean growers, trying to help them keep clean fields for harvest. Part of the best part to getting a clean field is starting early with a clean field.
So we sit down with our growers before the spring rush begins, and we review their tillage practice, weed history, what their weed spectrum is, and we sit down and we set up a good pre-emerge program that will work for them specifically on their farm and even specific to each individual field.
In general, like, our cleanest fields are a pre-emerge program, so we're going in either right after a grower plants or right before they plant, and we're putting down a pre-emerge herbicide program. And not every single field program is bulletproof, and so another important aspect of a herbicide program is having a defined scouting program.
So we visit fields shortly after emergence, and we'll be scouting them every 5 to 7 days from then till the canopy, and we have to complete resprays before the plants start to flower.
Alright, let's go have a look at a couple fields. So at Clark Agri Service, we offer a pretty structured scouting program for a lot of our IP growers, as long as they request it. The way that we start out with our scouting program is with a good set of maps. On these maps, we don't use any sort of fancy software or anything. We just use Google Maps. We create boundaries on the fields, and we're pinpointing what crops are where, and it just makes scouting a lot quicker and easier. And I can go myself, I can send Aaron, I can send anybody else, one of our scouts, and they can find the fields quickly and easily.
So the idea behind scouting so frequently is that we'll catch the weeds when they're small. So we have a 4-leaf ragweed here, and that's kind of the ideal stage to be respraying. We've got one that's about 6-leaf, and that will get decent control on. And when they get bigger, you're too late. You should have been in that field 2 weeks ago probably. So we're going to get very, very poor control on a weed of that size.
Yeah.
When we're walking a field, if we're finding weeds every couple paces, then that's when we start to consider respraying. And it's important to have correct ID on the weeds that you have in the field, because specific weeds will get specific recommendations for what chemical we use to respray with.
Yeah, and our weed spectrum is really important when we select our respray program. And it's amazing how quickly a field of beans can go from a nice clean field to a very dirty field. In less than a week, you can go from a 2-leaf to an 8-leaf. It's unbelievable. So that's one of the reasons why we like to be in there so often and so early.